Hey, what's up, people? True Techno Gamer here. Another quick video for you guys. So, I felt compelled to just record this because I'm actually really impressed by the boxing. I don't typically do unboxing videos, but as you can see here, I just got some new cables. I got the Rocket 88s. These are the flagship cables for the Rocket brand, Rocket line, I guess, from Audioquest is the brand. Audioquest is a pretty reputable name. Most people in the hi-fi audio circles definitely heard of Audioquest, and they have speaker cables that go up to ridiculous amounts of money. I think the highest level they have is literally 5 figures, for like a pair. 5 figures, yes, tens of thousands of dollars for some cables. It gets pretty crazy. So before I open this up, little backstory. I have been rocking, I actually have them here, these are also Audioquest cables. You can just look at them and see that they're going to be a lot more flimsy. But these are Audioquest X2, I believe, cables. I've literally got these cables for about 20 years now. I didn't even think about them. These are cables that I got when I first got, I think actually before I got the speakers that I have now. So whatever speakers I had before, even my small satellites or my older Polk audios, I don't know. They were in like Circus City, I think at the time or whatever. I really didn't think much of them. Honestly, I never put a whole lot of thought on speaker cables making a difference. That's a whole nother question that comes up in audio. And I, literally haven't thought too much of it. I had these cables, I was rocking them. It wasn't until I would say the last like maybe 3-4 years or so when I really started considering, getting that really high level upgrade into my speakers, which I still haven't done. But just even the thought and thinking, okay, I'm looking at a certain level of speaker. Everyone, they make these cables out there for a reason. Let me just start thinking about that and paying attention to that. Now, even with that said, I have a hard time convincing myself to spend thousands of dollars on a speaker cable. I just, it's just passing the signal. On one hand, people, it's like if the signal doesn't, if the signal that gets there is not of high quality, then the speaker is not going to sound its best, nowhere near its best. And that makes sense. In other words, the speaker is going to be limited to whatever quality signal it gets, and the speaker cables do that. But on the other hand, it's a general argument. There's been a lot of blind tests and a lot of people and a lot of studies almost where people have literally tested a regular cheap Home Depot, speaker wire and, a speaker cable that's thousands of dollars and been like, I don't really hear much of a difference at all, right? So, in my mind, I lean more towards that. Like, it's not going to make that much of a difference. So I just sat on it. But again, I am planning and hoping to upgrade my speakers to get my quote unquote in-game speakers sometime in the near future. And as part of that, I'm like, I definitely want to upgrade those speaker cables. I'm still not able to get the speakers themselves yet, mostly for financial reasons. But the cables, I'm like, okay, well, I can maybe dig into that, right? So, there's a lot of cable options out there. A lot of them are really boutique things that you might not have heard of. Audioquest is a name that is out there everywhere. The Rocket series is kind of like their mid-level series. This is the flagship of that line. And they're not cheap. For a pair of these, we're talking like $1,500 or so for just cables. Most people, some people that's spending $50,000 on their cables, that's nothing, of course. I would never do that, I don't think. I would never do that for any reason. But yeah, these aren't just some, couple $100 cables either. So let me unbox these, man, because I was really impressed with the box. So first of all, the box looks, pretty big. Let me open it up here. So open it up, you get this nice, like little, case, right? And I'm gonna open it up here. You see the Audioquest initials on there. And yeah, you open it up and it's like, wow. First of all, this case, you can't see it, of course, but it feels very sturdy, very hard. It feels pretty luxe, I'm not gonna lie. You look at the cable, they have this nice cool cover on top of the banana plugs. These cables themselves are obviously a whole nother level. They just look cool. You know, compared to these old things, these cables have this like battery pack on them. This is like a specific technology. I'll try to test it, make sure it's working there. There it is. Yeah, so it's like this thick pack on here. It's a specific technology that the Rocket 88s have, which is the dielectric bias system. I couldn't tell you on a technical level what that does in detail, but needless to say, it's supposed to be something that helps the quality of the signal and reduce noise and, you know, etc. It's just something that they just go into the next level with. So they have some instructions here that actually comes with batteries that supposedly last several years. I hope that does. And eventually, though, you need to replace them, but they're kind of common batteries that you can find. Replace them every few years. Hopefully that lasts. Yeah, there's this nice little pouch that comes for a cleaning cloth. This is a cleaning cloth for your speaker cable, guys. I don't really think it's going to be used on a cable, but I can use it for like the subwoofers and, you know, a lot of my glass stuff. It's pretty cool. So yeah, I just like, I mean, I'm open that I was not expecting this, right? You get cables and it's usually just a plastic, right? Like something like this, like a piece of plastic or whatever, right? This is pretty high end stuff. I like it. So kudos, Audioquest. They have a little message here. They have their phone number here. You know, a thank you message here. I mean, you know, it's pretty nice. And they got a little nice sticker here with the logo. So Audioquest Rocket 88s. Again, they have, I think the Rocket line starts at Rocket 11. They have a 22, which apparently is only made in Europe or something, or only sold in Europe. But they have 11, 22, 33, 44, and then 88. So I did say, you know, I was going to go with like the 11s, and then I was going to go with the 33s. Like, that'll be enough. But, you know, I'm like, this is an investment. I mean, I don't plan on having to upgrade my speaker cables again. When I do upgrade my speakers, the idea is that I will already have these cables to make sure that I'm, you know, they're already getting pretty good quality. Again, I haven't touched the cables in over 20 years, right? So hopefully this should be good. But yeah, the idea was, you know, I already have them. So whatever, you know, speakers I get down the line, will work with them. If I ever become rich and start balling out of control and I'm, you know, retired or something, I don't know. Maybe I might see the need to even go even higher, because Audioquest, again, has several other lines that are well above this. I don't know. I don't see it happening like that. But hopefully, you know, even with these speakers that, you know, I can get a little bit more clarity, a little bit more detail out of them, particularly the center speaker, which I already hooked up. So we'll see. I'll let you guys know if there's any difference there. But I just wanted to, you know, just show this. I think this is pretty cool. So I'll let you know if it's a difference. Not necessarily saying it's something you need to do, but cables, there are levels to this. I'm just going to say that there are levels to this, right? So this is definitely a higher level than, you know, something that I had before. So True Techno Gamer signing off. Please like, subscribe, leave some comments. I really appreciate the feedback and the growth that you guys are, you know, helping my channel do. Keep it coming, and I will keep the content coming. So thanks a lot, guys.